Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you all are doing fine in your homes. I guess that you would have read the portions which I taught you in the last session. Let's just recall it once more. Last session we have seen about multimedia. Multimedia means multi, many, and media communication channel. We have seen the components of multimedia. Components are text, image, audio, video and animation, and we have seen the file format of those components also. Today we are going to study the steps involved in multimedia production. Let's get into our topic today.
In multimedia production, let's see the steps in multimedia production. Okay, we need adequate time and efficient planning. Whatever we do, we have to separate the time limit and we need to plan accordingly so that you can reach the target very easily. In the same way, if we have some steps, so that we'll have a plan and we know how long it will take, and we need to plan accordingly, and then we can start the process. So here in multimedia production also we have some steps. Let's see what are the steps in multimedia production. Conceptual analysis and planning. This is the first step. Conceptual analysis and planning. Project design. Pre-production. Under the pre-production only, next these steps are going to come. Budget, multimedia production team, hardware and software selection, defining the content, preparing the structure, production, testing, documentation, and then at last delivering the multimedia product. Okay. First, let's see what is conceptual analysis and planning. This is the process of making the initialization. Okay, for everything whatever we do, we'll have a initialization, we'll have a start, right? Now this is the second class and now only we have started our online session, right? Like that in multimedia production also, first we need a conceptual initialization. They are given in the book as conceptual ignition. Conceptual ignition point, in the sense it is also conceptual initialization. Okay. Then we have to see our budget, our content availability and our theme, so that it will be easy to complete our production. Okay. And one more thing, copyright issues are also considered in this conceptual analysis and planning phase. Next one is project design. In conceptual analysis and planning, we'll have a theme, right? With the theme, once the theme is finalized, next thing is we have to finalize our objectives, goals and activities. What is objectives? What is a goal? Goal is a general statement. Okay, what we are going to do, what we are at last, what we need, that is goal. And activities means it is a series of action, that comes under planning, right? We will have planned, first we have to do this, next we have to do this, that is activity. This series of action is activities. These activities contribute to the project design phase. Okay. Next one is pre-production. Pre-production means it is planning and design. First we have planned and then we have a design, right? In based on this planning and design, we have done the pre-production. The next steps are involved in this pre-production process. Okay, first the planning is done and a design is also ready, and now we are going to start the pre-production. Under this pre-production, the first step is budgeting. First we have to see how much is the budget. To do a multimedia project, we have to find how much amount do we have. According to that only, we can take the hardware, software, and the publishing cost too. Okay, so this pre-production is starting by budgeting. And the next one is multimedia production team. The production team for a high-end multimedia project, it requires a team effort. Whatever we do, if we do as a team and we take much effort, we will get the good result, right? Likewise, here also, if the team is good, and so what all we'll do? first we have script writing. First we'll write the script, and then the production will be done, then the editing will be done, then the graphics, and then the multimedia architect, then the webmaster, and this all process will be very easy if the production team is good. Okay, then the next one is hardware or software selection. This multimedia application requires the tools, right? If we have the correct tools, it will be easy for us to work. Hardware in the sense, it's not just some external hardware, the CPU, RAM, monitor, everything comes under this hardware only, right? So if we have an efficient computer only, we can do a good multimedia product. So if you have a high storing amount, we can do very high quality images. We can process a high quality video, right? Software also depends on the budget. Software is also, the cost varies, and if we have a high budget, we can go to a high end software which has so many good features which the other softwares doesn't have. And the next thing is defining the content. The content is the important thing which makes the product or video or something to get liked by others, right? So the content specialist must do a very hard work to make the multimedia production a successful one. So here we have a multimedia architect too for the multimedia production, who prepares the narrations, bullets, charts, tables, how we need to present that. In that way, they will do the content. And the next one is preparing the structure. In the structure, the detailed structure must have information about all the steps from the first till the end. This is responsible for all the activities from the start to end time for each activity. Okay. Next one is production. Production in the sense, in multimedia, after pre-production activities, this production phase starts. And this includes the background music, the sound recording, the text quality, the video clips editing, the pictures shot, which is that may be shot on a good camera if we have a good budget. This all comes under this production only. Next one is testing. In this testing means we have so many class tests, internal assessments, likewise, right? For what we have that, to make our public exam very easy, they do mock tests. They give small tests, small exams in our school, right? Likewise, in this multimedia production also, if we do the testing before it is completely done, so that if we have some difference, or if you are not okay with the final product, we can just change it before uploading. If you are doing a video content, before completing the video or before exporting the video, we can just do the modifications whatever we wish to get a good quality content, right? If you are doing something in the online basis means, we have some browsers, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Netscape Navigator. In this and all, we can just test the product. Next one is documentation. Documentation is very, very important in all multimedia projects, okay? Because the documentation starts from the first and till the completion of text testing, everything must be documented. And also the contact details like email address, phone numbers must be given. Because sometimes whoever is using that will need a technical support, or to send their feedbacks or to send their suggestions. This documentation is needed. And the last one is delivering the multimedia product. The multimedia applications are best delivered on CD or DVD or in a website. This multimedia production is done in these two mediums, CD, DVD and internet. But if this is delivered in internet, we have so many problems there. Sometimes this audio playing or audio downloading, these issues will be there. This downloading may take a lot of time due to the network issues. But also we have found this two are the effective ways to deliver a multimedia project, either in CD or DVD, and the next one is the internet. Okay, these are all the steps involved in multimedia production.
Next, we are going to see about multimedia production team. Okay.
Any project has a team, right? In this multimedia production also, we must have a team. If we need to get the best quality multimedia product, we need a team with these members. Let's see who are those people required to give a good multimedia production. Okay. First one is my production manager. Next is content specialist, then script writer, text editor, and then multimedia architect, computer graphic artist, audio and video specialist, computer programmer, and at the last we need webmaster. Okay, let's see this briefly now. First one is production manager. What is the role of a production manager? Production manager is the head of all others in this multimedia production team. Okay, he must have the knowledge of the technology. He must have a good writing skill, good communication skill, good budget planning, and he also must be a human resource managing person, so that he can manage all the persons in the team and he can give good results in this multimedia production, and we can get a good result with a good production manager. And next one is content specialist. Content specialist means he will give the content, and the content is the base for all the multimedia products. Okay, so this is a basic need for a multimedia production. The success of the multimedia will be purely based on this content alone, and this program content refers to the project information, the graphics, the data or facts, whatever is represented in this multimedia production, this content specialist will be giving. Then the next one is script writer. Both the video or even it is an animation, even it is a movie, whatever may be, the script represents a linear sequence of the events, and these writers must visualize the concept in various dimensions. If it goes like this, what will happen? If it goes like this, what will happen? So that they must have various dimensional thinking, and then they will give the script in extraordinary manner, so that the multimedia project will be a successful one. Next one is the text editor. The text should always be structured and the grammars must be correct. So then the text and narration is the integrated part of the application. Next one is multimedia architect. This multimedia architect integrates all the building blocks in this multimedia. What are the components here? Text, audio, video, graphics, animations, everything. These are all processed with a good software by this multimedia architect. Next one is computer graphic artist. His role is to deal with the graphical elements of the program, like the backgrounds, maybe the bullets, maybe the image editings, the three-dimensional or two-dimensional animations, the logos, these things the computer graphic artist will do. Then the next one is audio and video specialist. The role of the audio and video specialist is he is responsible for all the editing, sound effects, digitizing, recording, everything. So he is like a teacher. He's like a tester. He must test whether the video, the quality, the sound effects, everything is good or not. Since so only he is called the audio and video specialist. Next is computer programmer. He writes the lines of codes, or he writes the script in the appropriate language. In what software we are doing, in that software he'll be writing the codes, so that we'll get the correct output in a very successful manner. Then the last one is webmaster. The responsibility of the webmaster is to maintain the web page. Okay, in the internet we'll have a web page. The webmaster will be creating and maintaining the web page. They convert the multimedia presentation into a web page. Okay, this all the works will be uploaded into the internet to a web page, right? That work will be done by this webmaster. And at last, the production manager will give the access, and the webmaster will be publishing the multimedia project to the web page, and it will be given to the world, right? It all depends upon the reach. How much people it is reaching, they'll be gaining. So, according to the reach, this webmaster will be uploading and editing and maintaining the web page, which is given by this eight. Who are all they? Computer programmer, audio and video specialist, computer graphic artist, multimedia architect, text editor, script writer, content specialist, production manager. They all have worked, and they'll be giving the multimedia project finally to the webmaster, and the webmaster will be uploading it to a web page. Okay, this is the multimedia production team's work.
Next one is multimedia on internet. Multimedia on internet, we use WhatsApp, Facebook, everything, right? That to use multimedia, they allow us to send files from one person to another person, right? So this multimedia plays a vital role in this social networking sites too. In a study, they have proven that in US, this multimedia is used by more than 55 million people for in a month. Next, we are going to see the applications of multimedia.
Multimedia is the most fast growing area in the field of information technology. Where all the multimedias you are using? Can you say some examples? Here, how you are learning the portions today? You are seeing the YouTube and learning, right? So it plays a major role in education today in this quarantine time, right? Mostly, majority, if you see, for the entertainment and education purpose only this multimedia is used. Okay, first let's see in education how this multimedia helps. Multimedia plays a vital role in offering an excellent alternative method to the traditional teaching. In older days, if you see, you'll come to school and we'll be teaching, right? And for getting additional knowledge, you will be seeing the internet, or you'll be seeing some videos or animated things, and you will get some more knowledge on that topic, right? So when we teach, you will learn something. But than teaching, if you see some videos, you will get a knowledge of it very soon, right? Do you agree with me? Both the students and teachers and the parents also enjoy this mode of learning, I guess. Sometimes your parents may be sitting with you and watching how we are teaching, right? This multimedia based teaching and learning systems, named as Modulo and GMU in Germany, developed is a web based environment that aims to provide students a flexible learning environment. That means students can sit in their home and learn, right? So that will be very comfortable for the students. And this is invented or launched by GMU in Germany. In India, multimedia is used in different ways for teaching, learning, like e-learning. Now we are learning only through YouTube or WhatsApp, or everything is online, right? Now we don't have school, and this multimedia plays a major role, not major. The full role of teaching is done by this multimedia. In India also, EduSat, it is educational satellite, is also launched for serving the educational sector of the country for emulating the virtual classrooms in an effective manner. Next one is entertainment. Now we are in quarantine, and most of the time we'll be searching for entertainments, right? Now we don't have other choice. We can't go out, so we'll search entertainment online, right? Video on demand or movies on demand. This is a service which provides the movies to television sets. In TV, we see some movies, right? In our homes, we see movies. So this movie on demand gives this movie to a central server, and it is transmitted through a communication network. In this way only we'll be able to watch the movie by sitting in our home in our televisions. Okay. This communication network converts the digital information to analog signal and it inputs it to our television so that we'll be able to see the movies in our TV. Okay. Next one is business systems. How this multimedia helps in business. For marketing and advertisements, these animation techniques are used. How the sales are done? When you see an advertisement, you buy a product, right? So in this business also, multimedia plays a major role. In our schools, we have IDs, right? These IDs are also designed using this multimedia only, right? In large companies also, if you see, the employee IDs will be designed using this multimedia, right? High resolution projectors or some display LEDs are used to advertise the business to people who are walking in the side of the roads, right? So in business also this multimedia plays a part of a role in taking their business one step ahead to the public who are not familiar with their products. Next one is medical services. Medical services are grown drastically with the development of multimedia. These medical students practices, these surgeries and everything is shown through multimedia nowadays. These tiny digital cameras are inserted inside the human body and the scene inside the body will be displayed in the screen. In this way, they don't need to cut or tear the skin and show the parts to the students. They can just insert the camera and show the parts inside the body, right? So multimedia plays a role in the medical services also. Next one is public places. Public places like roadside, bus stands, here and all, how the multimedia takes place. As I said, in the business systems, multimedia is available in many places like libraries, railway station, museum, malls, airports, banks, hotels, in exhibitions. Everywhere, if something is displayed with lighting or something, that is because of multimedia. Next one is multimedia conferencing, the video calls, whoever is in various places. Sometimes it may be uh, for work or for study or maybe our relatives. In this situation also, this multimedia plays a major role. Multimedia means, what did I say? It connects peoples or it is used to share one information to a large number of people, right? It connects the people who are located far from each other and it will give a feel as if we are sitting next to them in a single room and discussing, right? So multimedia has applications in various fields like multimedia conferencing, public places, medical services, business systems, entertainments, educations, and so on. Next, we are going to see libraries, information centers, and archives. The primary function of library is to organize, collect, preserve, and disseminate the information to users, right? Here, multimedia technology is adapted by the libraries in various functions like multimedia kiosk, user orientation, program, in-house production of multimedia resources and e-publishing, digital multimedia libraries, webcasting or video conferencing in these ways. Let's see one by one. First, let's see multimedia kiosk. Kiosk, this is a new word, right? It is a computer which will be kept separately. We can retrieve the information from the computer with the touch screen. Okay, freestanding furnished equipped multimedia computer that allows the user to retrieve the information by a touch screen. It is commonly used in airports or many other public locations also. If you have gone to airport, you would have seen there they'll be keeping a computer and we can use it and we can browse it. That is known as multimedia kiosk. Kiosks are usually located near the entrance of the library, used for displaying announcements, reading lists, comments or suggestions from the library users, and so many other informations also. Next one is webcasting and video conferencing. The live telecast of many real-time programs through internet is known as webcasting. Okay, we have done our live school day program, right? That is also a webcasting. Video conferencing means it is the process of conducting a conference between more than two people who are in different places. This using this computer networks, we can share the audio and video data also, right? Next one is user orientation program. Here the role of the multimedia is very important because in training the librarians in school, colleges, university, due to its interactivity. So it is used in depth subject training to their faculties. Next one is in-house production of multimedia resources and e-publishing. Many libraries produce multimedia resources in-house to serve the parent organization. That means for themselves they'll be producing the multimedia resources. If I am Jenny and if I am doing something for myself, we can say it as in-house production. Understood? Then the introduction of CDs, DVDs and their writers has been solved few of the problems in the library by storing and to get the old information which is saved in the CDs, and later on we can publish those informations and it will be useful for the library users, right? Next one is digital multimedia libraries. Informations are available in digital formats. Digital formats in the sense we'll have books, right? We have books in our hand. Now we download books as a PDF from internet. Likewise, these digital books or scanned images, graphics, digitalized audio visual clips, these are all comes under digital multimedia libraries. Okay. First and all, if you see, digital library projects were based only on textual data. Later on, they changed to media like images, audio, video recordings. These are also integrated under the collection of digital library. Okay. So you have got an idea on libraries, information centers and archives, right? What are they? Multimedia kiosk, webcasting and video conferencing, user orientation program, in-house production of multimedia resources and e-publishing. E-publishing means what? Publishing means we are just publishing. If you are doing that in internet, we'll say it as e-publishing. Okay. Next, the last one what we saw, digital multimedia libraries. First, we have seen the introduction of multimedia, right? Next, multimedia definition. What is the definition? The word multimedia consists of two words, multi and media, right? Multi means multiple forms of media are combined together to gather or to provide some services like storage or communication or presentation or input output interactions of text, videos, images, graphics or anything, right? And let's see the definition. Integration of many types of media like text, graphics, images, audio, animation and video on a single medium in the same information unit. Do you remember that? Just learn it and write it down in your notes, okay? Then the next one, components of multimedia. What are the components of multimedia? Text, graphics, video, animation, audio. These are all the components of multimedia, right? What are the things which come under text? We have two text. What? Static text and hypertext. In images, we studied bitmap images or raster, and then another one is vector images. In animations, we saw two dimension and three dimension. What are the types of animations? Path animation and frame animations. In sound, we saw MIDI, musical instrument digital identifier, and about digital audio, right? In video, we saw two types, analog video and digital video, right? Then the next one, file formats of media. What are the file formats? In text, RTF and plain text. RTF means rich text format. Plain text is plain text. Next, what are the file formats in image? TIFF, tagged image file format. Bitmap, DIB, device independent bitmap. GIF, graphics interchange format. JPEG, joint photographic expert group. TGA, what is TGA? True Vision Graphics Adapter, and the last one PNG, Portable Network Graphics, right? Then the next one, digital audio file formats. Waveform audio file format, MP3. What is the full form of MP3? MPEG, layer 3, right? MPEG means Moving Picture Experts Group. Then the next file format is OGG. Next one, AIFF, Audio Interchange File Format, WMA, Windows Media Audio, Real Audio Format, and the next one is Digital Video File Formats, AVI. AVI, what is that? Audio Video Interleave, MPEG, Moving Picture Expert Group, and at last what we have learned, multimedia production. And the steps in multimedia production. Say the steps one by one. First one is conceptual analysis and planning. Second, project design. Next, pre-production, budgeting, multimedia production team, and then hardware or software selection, defining the content, preparing the structure, production, testing, documentation, delivering the multimedia product. And then what we have seen, who all will come under multimedia production team? First one is manager, right? So production manager. Next, content specialist. Under content, what all will come? Script writer, text editor, and then multimedia architect, computer graphic artist, audio and video specialist, computer programmer, webmaster, and then multimedia on internet we have seen, and then at last applications of multimedia. Multimedia is used in education, entertainment, business systems, medical services, public places, and multimedia conferencing. Then libraries, information centers, and archives. Under this, what all we have seen? Multimedia kiosk, webcasting and video conferencing, user orientation program, in-house production of multimedia resources and e-publishing, digital multimedia libraries.
We have come to the end of the chapter and you would have got clear idea on multimedia, right? What all we have learned in this chapter? Let's just recall the headings. First, we have learned the introduction, definition of multimedia, then the components in multimedia, then the file formats, then about multimedia production. In multimedia production, what all we have seen? The steps involved in multimedia production, then the multimedia production team, then multimedia on internet, then the applications of multimedia, right? Make sure you read this chapter before attending my next session and read the points to remember and the glossary section too. Take a note and write down the questions which is given after this lesson and try to find the answers and write them too, and I'll be happy on seeing that. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care.